Yo, what's up, wrestling fan? Welcome back to the Wrestling Heat. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to serve you up a nice, hot, fresh plate of some wrestling news, baby. So sit back, relax, and get ready to get served a warm plate of that wrestling news. So ladies and gentlemen, I got some wrestling news about Vince McMahon being mighty mad after SmackDown went off air and much more. So let me hit you with a 1, a 2, a 3. And alright, wrestling fam, the very first piece of wrestling news that I'm serving up just to you is about Renee Young. Well, what about Renee Young? Well, she was recently asked about, her plans for after she's done had her baby and, she gets situated. I know she had a cookbook that came out. I know that she has her own podcast. She's been doing her own thing since WWE, and she was asked if there's a possibility if she would be interested in going over to where her husband is, John Moxley, over to AEW to do some announcing or, whatever she'd want to do over there. And she said she would not rule out, a possibility of maybe going, but she didn't say that she would. She didn't say that she didn't, but she just said there might be a possibility. So if you're an AEW fan and a Renee Young fan, you would be very happy to hear that she might be, after she's done, had the kid, might be, AEW bound. I mean, slim chance, but hey, it might happen. And ladies and gentlemen, moving on from that news onto some WWE news. It looks like WWE used new camera technology in this past Friday's SmackDown. I noticed it whenever I was watching it on Periscope, doing my live stream, with the peeps over there. I know y'all are over here too, so thank y'all for watching. I love you. And I pointed out, this looks a little different. Roman Reigns came out, stuff looked a little clearer. It looked not weird, it looked pretty neat. I pointed it out, it looked pretty cool. It kind of looked like how the camera from like a video game. I know that sounds weird, but that's just how I'm going to put it. But I liked it. I don't know if y'all noticed it or liked it, and if you noticed it or liked it, they got some new camera technology going on, and I can dig it. And if you can't dig it, or if you dig it, let me know down below in the chat. Y'all know chat don't bite, so therefore, don't be scared to leave a comment. So, moving on from the technology to Vince was very mad, very livid after the technology had a malfunction during whenever Adam Pearce was, he called out Kevin Owens, but you had a hard time, hearing what he had to say because the mic kept on cutting in and out, and it looked like Vince was very mad. At least that's what was, portrayed backstage. But Vince McMahon, man, you can't get mad at technology because guess what? Technology has faults just like human beings. So therefore, well, not like human beings, but, they have defaults just like everything. But, Vince McMahon was very mad, very livid, but I gotta say, Vince McMahon, take a chill pill. You can't control everything in life, so therefore, like you control the wrestlers and what they can do and what they cannot do on Twitch and other platforms. But it looks like Vince McMahon was very mad, and I say, Vince McMahon, just take a chill pill, drink some water, drink some juice, maybe get a massage or something, and just chill out, man. It's technology, and shit happens. So, going on from that bit of news, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to WWE. At first was said that they had no WrestleMania 37 locations, but Now it's said to be at the this year. WrestleMania is going to be at the Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just letting y'all know, you can put a little salt in that. Got a pandemic going on, and things are entitled to change. So with that being said, I know there was 2 other locations for next year and the year after that, but I forget where they're at. But they're going to be at the Adam James where location, the Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. And not set in stone, kind of set in stone. I'm not sure if they're going to try to bring back fans. I don't think that's a good idea, especially with the vaccines not coming out as quick as everybody thought, and people probably not going to take it. But going on from that, they have a location, so take it with a pinch of salt that they'll be able to stay there and get things moving. But things could change. So going on from the WrestleMania news to some kind of depressing news, it looks like Michelle McCool, Mrs. Undertaker, Mark Calloway's wife, has tested positive for COVID, along with Mick Foley, along with Drew McIntyre. It was said that there was 2 others or 3 other wrestlers. It was Drew and 3 other people, supposedly, that was also tested positive, but we haven't heard anything about it, or about them, I should say, the other 3. But it looks like Michelle McCool, she has the COVID, and I'm wishing you best of wishes. Prayers go out to you, your husband, your family, your daughters, your son. Keep strong, stay positive, eat healthy, do what your doctors say to do, and hopefully you can kick it on the butt like others, but some others not so lucky. So, Michelle McCool, kick COVID's ass, and kick its ass. So moving on from that little depressing news, going on to this news about Kevin Owens. I kind of had a feeling that this happened. It seems like, a couple years ago, whenever Kevin Owens really was pushing for a match with Brock Lesnar, at one point in time, he did have a non-televised match with Brock Lesnar at a house show, I believe. It was not televised, but recorded by a fan. But it recently came out, the reason why that he was denied, I believe all the way up until recent, whenever Brock departed, many months ago. He was still Kevin Owens was still lobbying for a match, and it wasn't Vince McMahon that shot him down. It was actually Paul Heyman. And I gotta say, if this article is true about Paul Heyman, not letting KO get a piece of Brock on television, I say that would be a pretty awesome match. I mean, Brock Lesnar, obviously would have won, but I think it would have been a hell of a good match and a real money, depending on what kind of match it was. Would it be a, hardcore? Would it just be a one-on-one, a last man standing? I don't know, but like I said, if this article is true about Paul Heyman being the one to shut down Kevin Owens, I think that's some BS, and I wouldn't mind just seeing a KO and Brock Lesnar match, especially whenever KO first came along, when he had a lot of fire behind him, when he beat John Cena and, did all that. But yeah, looks like Paul Heyman shut him down. And going on to the very, very last thing that I have for y'all, ladies and gentlemen, the fine folks here at the Wrestling Heat, my Easy Crew Nation. I'm starting to lose my voice, but last piece of news that I have for you, it looks like WWE are in talks with the Starlin Brothers from the Strongman competition. I believe they've been in talks ever since 2020 or 2019, off and on. And I believe they were almost on their way at one point. But the strongman competition came in between the WWE and them, and it looks like now they're back into talks. And I got a photo of the dudes. I mean, they're pretty big guys, especially coming from the strongman competitions, just like Braun Strowman did. That's where he came from. Braun Strowman, he should be coming back soon. I think he might be actually at the Royal Rumble. Maybe earlier or after. I'm not 100% sure. But the Starlin Brothers, they're pretty big dudes. They're, they haven't been wrestlers all their lives. They've been, pumping the weights and lifting logs and, the stuff that they do over them strongman competitions. I actually wanted to do that whenever I was younger, but unfortunately my physique, or, things happen, body hurts, long story. But, yeah, they could be showing up in NXT, not anytime soon. I'm not sure if they're actually going to sign with the WWE, but I would say that if these two brothers actually come into the WWE and, go through NXT and all the good trainers that they have over there, like Undertaker and, Trish, she says she's been wanting to go over there. They got a lot of good people over at that performance center. And these two, they're not young, but, they're younger. I think they're in their late 20s. I could be wrong about that. I need to do some more looking up. But these two dudes, they're big, they're strong. Vince McMahon, he loves them big, sweaty men. Vince McMahon loves big, sweaty men. Oh, man. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you. Two big men from Strongmen might be coming to the WWE to become wrestlers, and if they actually do good and they do come through and get finished with all the training, they could be a force to be reckoned with in the WWE. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you watched it this far, I need a little comment down below and just say McChicken. McChicken, or yeah, just McChicken. Just McChicken. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for giving me your watch time. I'm getting back in the groove. Starting to feel it. You know what I mean? But getting a little sidetracked. Let me just end it here. Thank y'all for your watch time. Thank you for watching. Thanks for coming over for Periscope over to here, and the vice versa. I know Periscope will be going bye-bye soon. But thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your kind comments down below. Can't believe I almost messed up that short little sentence there. But remember, don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. And forever and always, ladies and gentlemen, you should already know to always keep it just a little bit too sweet, baby. And I will see y'all in a couple of days.
Back is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys of wrestling. Testing competition, win the war, that's their mission.